Hey guys, so this is pretty much going to be a video on how to get a look on a budget. Everything in this video is below $6. I think the highest item is $5.97. We're going into a new year, new decade. It's all about saving your coins, so I'm just going to try and help you guys out. So I'm going to just go into it and let you guys watch. Foundation wise, I will be using the Matte and Poreless Maybelline Fit Me foundation in Warm Coconut, and I think that's $3.56. I'll list the shades and everything in the comments somewhere. I have two concealers that I really love, and this is the OG, the LA Girl. Like, I feel like everybody, when they start off doing makeup, it's LA Girl concealer, and that was just it. Like, when I started off watching YouTube videos and stuff, I was team LA Girl. I still am team LA Girl. I have like 10 of these in my drawer, and I use it from time to time, but I have really been loving the Wet n Wild. I think this is the Photofocus. Yeah, the Photofocus concealer, and I usually would just use one, but just because I love them both, I think I'm gonna put this here and then go over it with Fawn from LA Girl. So while the camera was off, I went ahead and I applied that Fawn from LA Pro Girl. Yeah, LA Girl Pro Concealer. There we go. And if you can tell, it's right here. It's like the lighter shade that I have going, and I put it closer into where, like I was telling you guys, my eyes, like just the way they're shaped. I put it right there, so it kind of brightens up that area and gives like an illusion. So I think it's been enough time to where at least where the Wet n Wild concealer has been there enough, so I'm going to go ahead and blend that out, and then I'll kind of focus on the inner part. And I use, which I've said in my other videos, I use the same brush that I used to do my foundation, I used to do my my concealer to blend it out. I think, let's see. I probably shouldn't be doing all that. I don't want to crease under my eye. So I'm gonna go in with my setting powder, which is the Airspun Loose Face Powder, and I believe this is the translucent one. They have one that's even, yeah, translucent extra coverage. They have a new translucent one that's even more, it's very light. it's actually, I feel like the color is actually white. I haven't really looked into it because I think I saw it and I was like, yeah, that's not gonna work on my skin tone. So I was like, that's dead, that's over with. So I use this one. This is the original translucent powder, and it has like almost like a pinkish, peachish tone to it, and so it's technically not like translucent, but it still does the job. And I wouldn't use too much of this if I were you. If you are of a darker skin tone, it's always best, especially if the powders have underlying pigment to them, to just go kind of simple and not overboard. So I'm just using a sponge and putting that on. And I also crease like right here. So I'm putting some powder right there as well. And obviously I crease on this side too. So that's just to help out and help with that creasing. From there, I'm going to go into my eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna take this and kind of press it over my eyelid so the concealer that was there can kind of be set in place. And so for eyes, these are pretty much OGs to the family. I believe I got this one as a free sample because my sister used to be a beauty advisor at Walgreens back in the day when she was busting her butt and putting herself through college. This one is also from Wet n Wild, and it's their Three's a Party Color Icon eyeshadow trio. And yeah, you can't find this one either, but when I was Googling, I saw that it was like $2.95 is what they were selling it for when it like was out. I don't know if it's in stores or not, but I couldn't find it on any website. So these are things that I used when I started off with the makeup. And I still have them, I still use them, I still feel like they're very pigmented and I love them. So I'm gonna get started on the eyes and shut up right now because high key I've been talking too much. Since it is Christmas Day and I have a Christmas get together to go to later on, I think I'm gonna kind of focus on the red and maybe add some shimmer to it. Yeah, that's the goal. I'm going to incorporate the product that I'm going to use to contour and use that on my eyes as well. This is really like the Ugly Steps Child eye right over here. Like it's always watering. But anyways, so I'm just going to use this and kind of use it as like a base, a transition. I'm so into a monochromatic look. Like now, used to be like back in the day, I would have gold. Oh my god, let me show y'all. I don't know the price of it. I don't know the price of it, but this is like this is really OG. Like I used to use this when I first started off with makeup, and when I finally transitioned and started buying other things, like everyone finally told me like, thank God we were tired of you wearing that gold on your eyelid. And I was like, oh my god, I didn't know y'all felt that way. Like but anyways, so I have, this is the Profusion eyeshadow. I guess that's all it says. It doesn't have like a shade or anything. That kind of tells you probably how much it costs. But I started off with that, and I used to wear that every day. As you can see, like it's down to the pan. Like I was using it all the time, and I made it work. Like when I started off, I originally, you know, I thought like most people, you have to have MAC in order for your makeup to look right. And so then I would save and I would buy this MAC stuff, and I was like, okay, my makeup still looks like crap. And so I realized it's definitely not about the amount of money you spend on the product. If the product, not saying MAC products aren't good, MAC products are good, but it's about, sometimes it is about the price and the quality. But a major thing for most people is usually knowing how to apply it and knowing what you're doing. And that, for me personally, I knew, like I figured out that was my issue. Like I didn't know what I was doing. So spending all that money on MAC was just a waste for me when I was starting out. So I used that palette and obviously some other stuff too until I could figure out, you know, how to do my makeup, like how to do eyeshadow, how to do eyeliner. Like I started off with the drugstore stuff. And so making this video, Like, I didn't want people to think like I just started off with products that are quote unquote expensive. The only product brand that I usually splurge on is Fenty Beauty. Most of my stuff I always go to the store and I buy like the and I'm just using the red from this trio palette. Most of the stuff that I spend money on is just because like obviously the quality is good too, but mainly the main reason for me spending money on it is because I support like the person who's doing it. Like I buy a lot of Fenty Beauty because I love Rihanna. I'm an island girl just like she is, born in Jamaica, raised in the Bahamas. And you know, she's from Barbados, so I'm not saying we're from the same place, but I'm saying we're both island girls. And so growing up, I love Rihanna, and then when she came out with a line and I love makeup, I was like, oh yes girl, I'm about to get all your stuff. And I'm saying that to say like you don't have to spend on, you know, like higher end things if you don't want to. Like there's stuff in the drugstore that you can use. And that's the main reason I'm making this video, because I don't want people to think like that's all I use. Like that's not the case. So I think I'm gonna leave it pretty neutral and light like this, and then I'm going to go into that Believe Beauty shimmer palette, and I'm going to use, oh my god, wow, this looks like it worked out perfectly. I'm going to use this shade because I feel like that's cute, and I feel like it matches. It's not as pigmented as some of the things that I've used, but it's also not like, oh my god, look, I am about to just give up and die. Like, no, it's workable. Let me check out this eyeshadow thing that I was going to use as a highlighter and see what it's made of. Okay, so yeah, see? Like that one's a lot more pigmented, but it seems to have a little bit of fallout, so I guess that's should be noted. Okay, so I think that's gonna be pretty much it on the eyes. I wanted this to be super simple, especially for you know, people who are trying to figure out this makeup thing. I think it would help to be both budget friendly and simple starting off. You don't want to go in like trying to do, you know, just starting off and you're like, oh, I'm about to go in and I'm about to do this cut crease, I'm about to do this like three-dimensional look or something. Like, no. Like starting off simple I think is a good way to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my eyeliner on, and I'll probably cut this part out too because I've done my eyeliner a million times. Yes! Okay. I need help. Oh my god. Same thing over here. Close to the lash line as possible. And these bad boys are the Kiss Pompadour, something like that. Kiss Pompadour lashes. I have the pack just because I use them a lot, but like one of them, if you just buy the single one, and this is why I featured it, if you buy the single one, I think it's like $2.95 or something. I'll put the exact price in the video, but the lashes themselves are actually quite affordable. Pretty much the majority of what I will do, I'm gonna go ahead and contour and stuff, and then I'll come back if I need to add more concealer once this dries and stops watering. I will do that, but let's get into what I use to contour. So starting off, before, like when I started makeup, this hit pan too. This is the Black Radiance Rich Mahogany Pressed Powder. So I'm just gonna go ahead, go into that, and as for blush, again, I use Wet n Wild a lot. I still use it now to this day. I use this from time to time. It's the Berry Shimmer Wet n Wild, part of the Color Icon collection blush. And now this is very pigmented. For this to be a drugstore product, like my sister used to use this, and we joke about it now when we look back at her pictures, because baby used to come out and it would look like you slapped her on her cheeks or something. So I'm just gonna do a little smile and put it on the apples of my cheek. I like my cheeks to look like red, and I also put some on my nose because I know it's weird, but I like my nose to have like a little something to it, like red shimmer look. And I forgot to contour, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use that same exact brush that I used to do my eyeshadow. I just have the red and the contour palette on there, so it's not gonna look too crazy. And from here, honestly, highlight. So this is the, God, I use it so much, it's like the whole thing is gone. My sister actually stole one of these from me, so I probably could go in there and look and see what it's called. Oh, it's called the Ruby Kisses All Over Glow. And I don't really have a nose bridge. I don't know if y'all realize that, like my nose bridge is flat, and it's probably because I'm, you know, ethnically me. So I'm okay with that. My mom has the same exact nose. I have my mom's nose. So I feel like it's super cute and convenient because I wear glasses. I don't have to worry about like my nose bridge being in the way. I love my nose. So that's that on that. I'm gonna try the Believe Beauty eyeshadow that I said, because I bought it originally because I wanted to try it as a highlighter. And I feel like that's doing something for me. So yes, thumbs up. I don't know, I just like to like be highlighted. That's just me. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna maybe just add a little tiny bit of that contour shade under my lash line and then add some mascara. But I think that's pretty much the gist of what I want to do, because, oh crap, because I don't want it to be like too dramatic. I just want this to be super cute and to show you guys you can look cute on a budget. So I'm just gonna look up. It's hard. Look, where's my other mirror? Redo. So I'm just gonna look up and put that underneath. I think I want to add some of that. that look to see the damage. I'll just wait until I'm done with the video. Yeah, so moving along, I'm gonna go back into this red shade, and I'm gonna take that under my eyes as well. Oh, that's nice, cute, and simple. I am gonna go into this elf, I'll have to figure out the name of it, but it's like this thing that you can add on top of pretty much any like glitter shimmer shadow, and it just makes it like pop 10,000. Look at that. Yes, and it's only $1, I believe. I'll find out the exact price, but I think it's $1. Very Christmassy, yes. And I love it. I think that's super cute and I like that, so we're gonna run with it and we're gonna make it work. So for my lips, I'm gonna use this Wet n Wild pencil that, is this the lip liner or eyeliner? I don't know, I have two of them. Yeah, it's an eyeliner, but I actually use it as a lip liner. I have one for eyeliner, and then I have one, which this is what I use to do my brows. I use it as a brow pencil as well. But I have different ones for different purposes. Dang, if one more thing falls, I'm about to just call it a day. I'm gonna use this. This is a Wet n Wild lipstick. It's called Sandstorm, and it's probably like less than $4. It's probably like 3 something or 2 something. Like I said, price will be in the description. I know some people say don't do that, don't do the blotting thing, but I do it. Blot, blot, blot. And so now it's just like a cute ombre look. And so I have two glosses you can try. I have the Ruby Kisses Super Gloss. It has vitamin E and aloe vera, and I think it's like $2.95. Got it from, this is in the shade Natural. I got it from a beauty supply store. This is where you will find a lot of Ruby Kisses stuff. And I actually really adore this, and I'll probably just do both just to show you guys. Like, it's super cute. And it just gives it like a nice little gloss, like a pop. And that's super cute. And then I have this one, which is called Fudge, and this is from ColourPop Cosmetics. And I think it runs usually like $6 or $5. I'm not really quite sure, but when I buy stuff online, I always shop when there's a sale going. So I only paid $4.20 for this, and that's pretty much what I do. That's another thing that I'm very adamant about telling people, you know, sales, get those sales. So gonna just add a little bit to it, and this is like a cute nude for really anyone. So I'm gonna go ahead, do something with this mane of mine, and then I'm going to just be done.